The recent student demonstrations in London that are becoming violent, fires, vandalism. Somebody threw down a fire extinguisher, will be charged with attempted murder, almost bust the police chops. Um, I'm surprised, basically, because I had been critical of the way the American students were behaving. And I was saying that um, in my mind, I had a British system at the back of my mind subconsciously as I analyzed the behavior of these students. And there are several things that were at the back of my mind. First, the preparation that a student puts into his education to get to university in Britain or in the British system were of such that I didn't think they would want to jeopardize it. I mean, at 11, they have to start preparing for university, and they need to know where they want to go and what they want to study, etc. And they have to be spending at least 30 hours a week, 20 hours a week, other from classroom. They have to do the assignments. Still, they have to do additional work, broaden it, read this, read that, so that they could get to university. So that in this picture here, we have the young man to the right. He is an undergrad student, and he has to dress in suit, tie, clean black shoes, and so on, well pressed clothes. And at the bottom, you have the ladies also. They have to dress up. They're like in a uniform, clean, bright, shining shoes. And then at the top, we have the student kicking at a shattered glass and the fire in the background there. So, um, you see, there was a psychology discovered, psychological concept developed some time ago in which they said if a person dresses well, it's very unlikely they'll behave unbecoming or unseemly. So that this was one reason why I thought the preparation and the way to dress and the expectations, they wouldn't want to sort of throw it away. And I think that now it's across the pond as well as here, students are behaving irrationally, and it's the opposite of how a student should behave. A student studying should be able to understand, like, if there's a problem and you can't make it better, just accept it and just move on. And whereas in Britain the tuition fees are tripling, I don't know if they have loans or whatever, but they should say, well, okay, we don't have loans because we have loans, or uh, make the qualification and the criteria for qualification a little easier so that more students could acquire it if the parents can't afford it or they don't have the resources of themselves. And perhaps the repayment, the interest rates, these are things that they could negotiate as opposed to burning down the place and being ridiculous. Um, so the question then is, why are students around the world behaving this way? Why are people prone to revolt and rebel? And it's just a part of the times, perhaps, in which um, I know Britain had Harry Potter, and it might be possible that many of these students have embraced Harry Potter voodoo, and especially when you talk with the wizard, and British students tend to see themselves as wizards. They like to know stuff and then date. But wizardry is voodoo, and I mean, if you're trying to play like Harry Potter, he's not for real, right? It's just a devil that has possessed him and making him behave as if he's smart. So that if you sort of like that attitude and you want to be a part of that, then it's over because it's only when you're with God you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So maybe there's across the board students aren't interested in God. They're atheists. They're all kinds of stuff, and they're trying to reinvent the wheel. And they're thinking that, oh, oops, this is new. There's nothing new. All these things have been tried before, and you just have to read up and know that what was the consequence uh, and the results, so that you can avoid it. As this famous old American actor said, um, Burns said, if I knew how to live so long, I would take better care of myself. Because, when you live long and you squander your health in your youth, then you get impotent early, you head bald earlier, you have serious organs problems, kidneys, liver, mental problems, so on. So that if you know that you want to live to be 80 and 90, you don't want to be a burden to people, even going to ensure that you follow the laws of health, avoid recreational use of chemicals, and especially unauthorized manufacture. It's not healthy and all that. I agree with put home home chemicals together and smoke it like bleach, maybe baby laxative and all that. I mean, come on. I remember a guy down the road. The guy said, "Man, this pill here to give you a high. He don't even know what it's about. He don't know if it's a heart pill. He don't know if it's a psychotropic pill. He doesn't know nothing. He's just gonna use it and try to see if he's gonna get high." I was like, "Damn, you for real, bro?" I was like, "Oops, that's not faith." Like the guy going to the street corner pushing drugs. I have faith I'm gonna get rich. Yeah, right. So, students, understand that you're the future, and if you operate in this irrational and destructive and petty, and we have a messed up future. So, students, international, let us get it together and step back and then see the alternatives and go forward positively.